Hi friends, today our topic is C programming language. First of all, what is C programming language? C programming language is a general purpose language that was developed in 1972 by Dennis Ritchie to develop the UNIX operating system for creating system applications that directly interact with hardware devices such as drivers, kernels, etc. So it was invented to write an operating system called UNIX. Now, what is the meaning of general purpose language, which is in the first line? A general purpose language is a computer language that is broadly applicable across all application domains and lacks specialized features for a particular domain. This is in contrast to a domain specific language which is specialized to a particular application domain. Some examples of general purpose languages are C, C++, Java and Python. Whereas SQL is a domain-specific language that is designed to manage data in relational database management systems. Before going to discuss more on the C programming language, we should know why to learn this C programming language. C programming language is a must for students and also for working professionals to become a great software engineer, especially when they are working in software development domain. This C language will help you understand how a computer works. By learning C, you will be able to understand and visualize the inner working of computer systems like allocation and memory management, their architecture and the overall concepts that drive programming. It will be easier to learn other programming languages if you learn C language. Because so many different programming languages are based on or related to C language. Your knowledge of C will simplify the process of learning other programming languages, because these languages typically share similar syntax, operators, control statements, data types and more. And also you will be able to work on open source projects if you learn this C language. Even though many applications use various programming languages aside from C, most of those languages were developed using C. Therefore, by learning C, you can open yourself up to be able to work on large scale projects and also large open source projects like making contributions to Python, which will impact millions of programmers worldwide. And also this C language produces an efficient program as it has a wide variety of built-in features, standard libraries and header files. Now let us look at some of the features and advantages of learning C programming. C programming is considered as base for all programming languages. That is why it is also known as mother language. A system programming language is used to create system software. Our C language is also called as system programming language because it can be used to do low-level programming. For examples, driver and kernel. It is generally used to create hardware devices, OS, drivers, kernels, etc. For example, the Linux kernel is written in C. And also our C language has some system level features like direct access to memory through pointers and bit manipulation using bitwise operators and writing assembly code. C is a middle level language because it supports the features of both low level and high level languages. So the C programming language is a popular choice for system level apps. A low level language is specific to one machine, that is machine dependent and also fast to run. But it is not easy to understand a low-level language. Two examples of low-level languages are assembly code and machine code. Similarly, a high-level language is not specific to one machine, that is machine independent, whereas low-level language is machine dependent. And understanding a high-level language is easy. Some examples of high-level languages are C++, Java, JavaScript and Python. Our C is a middle level language which covers both low level and high level languages. The degree of abstraction is low for low level languages as we should know the internal details of each and everything. But for high level languages, we need not know every internal detail. So for high level languages, the degree of abstraction is high. C is considered as procedural language and structured programming language. A procedure is also known as function, method, routine, subroutine, etc. There are different names for it. A procedural language specifies a series of steps for the program to solve a problem. It means a big problem written into a small procedures or functions. A structured programming language means it is a subset of procedural language. Structure means to break a program into parts or blocks so that it may be easy to understand. In the C language, we break the program into parts using functions. It makes the program easier to understand and modify. Our C programming language has fewer libraries in comparison with other high-level languages. So, learning C programming also clears programming concepts to a great extent, as you have to write a lot of things from scratch, because only few inbuilt libraries are available. C is very fast in terms of execution time. It means programs written and compiled in C executes much faster than compared to any other programming language. C programming language is very fast in terms of execution as it does not have any additional processing overheads such as garbage collectors or preventing memory leaks, etc. The programmer must take care of these things on his own. Now we will discuss some of the applications of C language. We discussed that C was initially used for system development work, particularly the programs that make up the operating system. Later, C was adopted as system development language because it produces code that runs nearly as fast as the code written in assembly language. So, C is used as programming language in several ways, such as in IoT, also known as Internet of Things applications, for producing language compilers, to develop and build databases, and also to build the operating system which is used on our desktop as well as on our smartphone. And in embedded systems also this C language is used for developing internet browsers as well as their extensions. And also to develop creative applications such as photography and graphic design tools as well as desktop and system applications, our C language is used. And also in assemblers, text editors, print spoolers, network drivers, language interpreters, and in utilities, our C language is used. So basically these are the applications of C language that is used in the real life. So this is all about C language introduction and its features. Now who are our target audience? Our next set of videos are for the students who want to understand the C programming language starting from scratch. This is the end of the video. Thank you.